Hello, everybody, and welcome to Christian Academy of Louisville Lady Centurion Basketball. As tonight, from the English Station campus at Christian Academy of Louisville, the Lady Centurions take on Kentucky Country Day. Hello, everybody. I am Mike Patello, privileged to bring you the play-by-play this evening, and joining me once again is former athletic director, former assistant girls basketball coach Steve Schubert. And Steve, Lady Centurions coming to the game 1-0 after what's got to be one of the most exciting first games of the years in Lady Centurion history.
Yeah, that was a big game. You'd have to go back to the games when they opened against Assumption years ago to find games that would capture the same excitement as we saw last week. But, we saw a back-and-forth game that, I don't know that the score was ever more than 6 or 7 points either way. Both teams certainly had an opportunity to win, and it's kind of one of those games where even though Cal won on the scoreboard, it could have gone either way.
South Oldham jumped out to a 7-zip lead in that game. Christian Academy came back and nip and tuck the rest of the way. Cal did get to a 7-point lead in the third quarter, but then South Oldham came back with a late lead, and a fadeaway three-pointer by China Dow tied the game up, and then 2 free throws by China Dow and 1 in the bonus won the game for a 55-53 victory over South Oldham. Go ahead.
Well, it's one of those games where a coach has a plan going into it, and sometimes the first game of the year you throw some things out that you plan to do. I think that happened a little bit for Cal. They certainly played up tempo and pressed hard at the start of the game. But as the game went on, they kind of settled more into a half court and more of a slowdown, and actually probably didn't. Even though they played a lot of players, there was the core of players, the starters, really logged the bulk of the minutes, and I look for them to spread that out tonight. Especially they're going to have to, because they've got some players that are injured and are sick. The other thing about that game last week, probably the final comment, and something that bears watching tonight, is Cal did not block out well at all, and South Oldham really killed Cal on the offensive boards. And look to see if Cal's rectified that. Now, I don't think KCD is as strong a team as South Oldham, but look to see if Cal does a better job on that tonight.
South Oldham with 23 offensive rebounds last week against the Lady Centurions. And to see, we look at last week's game, we see China Dow, a triple-double, 18 points, 21 rebounds, 10 assists, and we expected a very good game from her. We can't talk about it beforehand, but I think what was impressive was the balance we had among the rest of the team.
Yeah, that's really true. The other players stepped up and played roles around China, and even though it seemed like it was a one-person show, the other players did step up and do the things that they're able to do to support China, and China looked for them as well. I mean, 10 assists. She's looking for her teammates as well with that.
Tonight, Lady Centurion's opponent is Kentucky Country Day, and Cal leads the series 15-0, and been pretty lopsided victories over the last few years. But case what, and we're going to hold on here for the opening prayer and the national anthem.
Please remain standing for the national anthem.
Opening prayer by freshman Lindsey Dunn, followed by the national anthem here. And Steve, we're about to talk about Kentucky Country Day, a team that has been dominated by Cal, quite frankly, throughout this series of 15 games. But last year, the Lady Bearcats won 14 games, tied in the most wins in school history. And this year, 2 games with 71-33 victory over Fort Knox and 65-25 victory over Beth Haven. And KCD's got to be thinking if there's any time to knock off Cal, this is the year.
Well, pretty impressive scores there to open the season. And they've got a couple of players that can play here. Shelby Hendricks is a 5'9 junior, and she scored 18 points against Cal last year. And Cal found her challenging to handle, and she'll be back out there tonight. And another one to watch is Kernisha Bush, 5'5 senior point guard, and he is she is the quickest player that Coach Doug Young has ever coached. Now she's new this year. She played 8 games last year, but she transferred from North Oldham and played 8 games after recovering from a scooter accident. So we're a new player for us to watch here at Cal. Now last year, Coach Young, and I want to say a comment about Coach Young, a very nice gentleman. He's done a great job with his KCD program, has made them competitive, and in fact, he told me that he scouted Cal by watching our broadcast last week. So
a man of good taste, obviously.
Obviously, but he spent a little bit of time with me before the game and said, they'll plan on playing their soft man-to-man like they played in the second game last year, the district game, and then if that doesn't work too well, we may see some matchup zone. So a couple of things that they're going to be looking to do against Cal tonight.
Coach Young in his 8th year, 91 and 88 over those years with KCD. And Steve, we talked about the KCD outlook, and you mentioned earlier a couple injuries bothering the Lady Centurions tonight, and that's going to hamper them a little bit too tonight.
Well, and headlined by China Dow. She's got a bad ankle, and although she's cleared to play tonight, Coach Rice really doesn't want to play her unless he absolutely has to. Another player that's definitely out tonight, in fact, she's not even dressed, is Emily Walden. Again, an ankle problem. And a third starter, Paige Gardner, is sick tonight. And she's dressed, but really is not looking well. She's not going to be in the starting lineup. So Cal's going to be going with 3 new players tonight in the starting lineup. So from last week's team, you'll have Katie Shaheen at the point guard, and you'll have Kate Joss at the off guard, and then you'll have Abby Woosley at a shooting guard, Meg Brown at a center, and
Lindsey Dunn.
Lindsey Dunn will be the other player out there, kind of playing a wing position. So some new players. They are going to press tonight. Their intention is to try and jump on KCD early here. They hope to press and sub more liberally tonight, and we'll see what happens.
Bush, Hendricks, Hodes, Garner, and Riesinger in for KCD. Bush has the tip, controls the tip, passes outside to Garner. Garner over to Hodes, back over to Bush it goes. Down low it goes to Shelby Hendricks, their main scoring machine. Shot is no good, but we have our first foul of the game.
Okay, and that's on
Megan Brown.
Yeah, and that's going to be important for Cal. Meg's got some size and strength and can match up against Hendricks. But I tell you saw a nice move by Hendricks, working off of her left shoulder, going in strong and almost finishing it, but drawing the foul, and then she makes her first free throw here.
1-0 KCD as the game starts out with a shot by Shelby Hendricks, fouled by Meg Brown. Her second shot is up, hits the front of the rim, rolls over and in. That's a 2-zip lead for KCD here in the early going. Katie Shaheen, point guard for the Lady Centurions. The only junior on the floor, 1 junior, 3 sophomores, 1 freshman starting for the Lady Centurions tonight. Kate Josh in three-point land. Over to Abby Woosley on the left wing. Abby brings the ball out and gives it back to Katie Shaheen. Josh goes to the baseline, little 5-footer, knocked out of bounds by Shelby Hendricks.
Hendricks did a nice job of coming over to help on that and knocking that ball out of bounds.
Shaheen to take the ball out.
And what you're seeing here is you are seeing that soft man-to-man. Almost looks like a zone by KCD.
Woosley, little long 3, bounces out deep. Lindsey Dunn fights for the rebound, and she is tied up by Meredith Garner of KCD. It'll go Christian Academy's way, and once again, Shaheen will be taking the ball out underneath.
Right now, KCD's in a 2-3 zone on the out of bounds.
Shaheen throws out deep to Kate Joss, gives it back to Abby Woosley, down to Shaheen in the corner. Back out to Josh. Josh fakes a three-pointer, drives the middle lane, little rolling
Nice
layup,
drive.
up and in, and good. And it's a 2-2 game.
When you look outside there, you got three players that can shoot the three, and I'm not sure about Dunn, but Shaheen, Joss, and Woosley can all shoot it. And that time, Joss took the opportunity to drive it to the basket.
Garner with on the left wing, tries to go to Hendricks underneath. Ball is fumbled around and knocked out of bounds by KCD. And the Lady Centurions will take over.
Now, something that surprises me a little bit here is to see Cal playing back on defense, more of what they call a white defense. It's a soft defense instead of really pressuring the ball.
Lindsey Dunn with the ball out top. Down to Shaheen in the corner. Three-pointer up in the air. No good off the front of the rim. Bush with the rebound from KCD, and she wants to run. Got Shelby Hendricks out front. Bush pulls up. Is guarded quickly by Shaheen and Abby Woosley. Bush stopped on the drive. Passes off to Garner. Garner.
Oh, they had a good trap there. Almost got the pass after the trap.
Bush, a little 10-footer out front. No good. Rebound pulled down by Hodes. Back to Bush it goes. Bush around Meg Brown. Shot is up and good.
Well, you can see Bush's quickness right there. Something I like there is Meg Brown moving off the ball, looking for the help defense, and she showed some quickness there to move over and come over and help earlier in that play.
Abby Woosley the ball on the right, gives it back out to freshman Lindsey Dunn. Back out it goes to Katie Shaheen. She sets things up for the Lady Centurions. 4-2 KCD with the lead. 5:40 to go in the first quarter. Bush stops the drive by Shaheen. She gets the ball off to Dunn, back out to Abby Woosley. Woosley fakes the three-pointer off to Shaheen on the right wing. She tries to make some penetration. She's got to pass it back out to Dunn. Patience being shown by the Lady Centurions here.
Meg Brown had nice position in there, but Woosley wasn't quite able to deliver it inside.
Chasing out to Kate Josh. Josh looking for the three, decides better of it. Woosley goes inside to Meg Brown. Ball's knocked away. Brown fights for the ball, gets it back. Three-pointers up by Josh. No good off the left side. Rebound pulled down by Meg Brown, but take away by Riesinger. Riesinger off to Hendricks. Hendricks stops the dribble in the backcourt, passes up to Riesinger, stolen by Meg Brown, and gets it off to Shaheen quickly. Shaheen pulls up for a little 15-footer, no good off the backboard. Rebound pulled down by Brown. She goes up strong, no good. Tipped out. Lindsey Dunn with the 15-footer. Oh, way down deep and out. Abby Woosley with the rebound. Out to Josh, back to Shaheen. Wide open three-pointer. Good.
There we go. Some of those shots were rushed a little bit, but they were good shots. Cal's having trouble finding the basket here early.
Cal with their first lead of the game, 5-4. KCD breaks the press, gets it to Hendricks underneath, and she is fouled.
And
it looks
that'll
like
be two on Meg Brown. Coach Rice going to his bench. He's got a couple of people, Shalisa Helm, and I think that might be Molly Wilder that are set to check in.
And that is exactly who it is. Hendricks at the line with 2 for 2 from the line so far tonight. Make that 3 for 3. Out of the game comes Shaheen and Woosley. Into the game, Helm and Wilder. Thought Meg Brown may be coming out there with her second foul, but
yeah,
she stays in the game as Hendrick goes for her fourth free throw of the evening. It is up, and it is good. Hendrick with 4 points, all of them on free throws, and KCD goes back in the lead 6-5. 4:27 to go in the first quarter.
Well, KCD definitely has a size advantage here on Cal, and so when they go inside, Meg Brown. Oh, there's Molly Wilder with the move, and she's got such a soft touch. Probably one of the best pure pull-up shooters I've seen.
KCD breaks the press by going to Hendrick in the middle and knocked away by Molly Wilder. Come up behind Hendrick.
And there was Molly's back tap.
Kate Josh decides to hold it up and let Cal get down. Helm with the three-pointer, no good. Rebound pulled down, chased down by Helm with good quickness. Goes right out to Molly Wilder. Wilder right in the middle of Meg Brown. Brown hard to the basket, no good. Rebound pulled down by Riesinger. Riesinger taken away by Helm. Helm fighting there, 2 rebounds already in the short time that she's been in the game.
I'm not so sure Meg Brown hasn't gotten hacked a couple of times going up there.
Kate Joss no good on the 3. Rebound pulled down by Hendricks. Hendricks goes out to Bush. Bush hurries the ball down the court, goes by everybody, but misses the layup, and we're going to have a foul on Riesinger over the back after good position by Lindsey Dunn.
Well, and you said it, Mike. Good position by Lindsey Dunn, something we haven't been seeing by Cal, and it was good to see Lindsey in that spot. Went up for the basketball and forced the KCD player to come over the back and get the foul.
7-6, 1 point lead for Christian Academy. Helm brings the ball across midcourt, passes to Kate Josh, out to Lindsey Dunn out top. Back over to Helm on the right wing. It's Molly Wilder who pops out. Kate Josh wide open with a three-pointer from the side. No good. Rebound pulled down by Hendricks.
She was never ready to shoot. She didn't shoot that in rhythm. You could kind of see that she was looking twice to see whether she should shoot the ball. And by that time, if you're ever in doubt, especially from a three-point, you're not going to shoot it with confidence.
Ball knocked away by Lindsey Dunn off the KCD player, and timeout called by Christian Academy. So, Steve, kind of what we talked about. This could be a closer game than we're used to in playing KCD tonight. And 3 minutes ago in the first quarter, Cal with a 7-6 lead.
Well, so far, the pressure, the press that Cal's trying to put on is not affecting KCD. And, in fact, Cal's breaking down a little bit in the open court, and KCD is getting some opportunities to take it to the basket.
Cal with 2 leads in the early going, one at 5-4, and the current one at 7-6. Their biggest lead of the game so far, the 1 point lead. KCD with a 2 point lead early on. KCD perfect from the line. Shelby Hendricks 4 for 4, tying for 4 of KCD, 6 points this evening.
Well, that's going to be interesting to see how Coach Rice continues to go. He's got Meg Brown in there with 2 fouls and is continuing to play her. She does have tendency to be foul prone, at least, and I say that from the standpoint that I coached her a couple years ago, and of course, as you get older, sometimes you learn about some things, but that's something to watch here.
Same 5 that left the floor during the timeout for both teams is back on the floor. And that is Wilder, Josh, Dunn, Brown, and Helm for the Lady Centurions. Open on the left side to Molly Wilder, looking for Meg Brown underneath. Can't go. Again, great patience being shown by these young Centurions. Nice bounce pass into Meg Brown, and good for the 2.
Boy, and I'll tell you, Meg is so strong, and she uses her lower body very well. She got great position in there and got the Riesinger on her hip, and that's what set up that basket.
Hendricks has the ball, going for the bucket. Nice pass to Riesinger, and Riesinger with an easy 2.
The backside player needed to be down there to help when Meg Brown came over to help on the other side.
Helm brings the ball across court to Dunn. Molly Wilder with it out top. 4 players in the scoring column for Cal, so the balance is showing just like it did against South Oldham in that first game. Dunn out to Wilder and over to Josh. Josh looking inside, nobody there. Molly Wilder on her ring finally gets it down to Brown again on the same entry pass, and this time she goes to the bucket hard and draws the foul.
Well, that was good, and that's against Hendricks too, so it'd be good to get her into some foul trouble here.
First foul on Shelby Hendricks, second team foul on KCD. Brown with 2 shots. First one is up and no good.
And I think Meg missed both her free throws last week, so maybe something for her to work on. That one, she kind of short-armed a little bit, kind of went up, and you can kind of see her pull back, so she's not shooting with confidence right now from the free throw line.
Katie Shaheen back in the game for Lindsey Dunn. Brown's second shot is up, this time off the back of the rim. Bounces out, and Bush comes down with the ball from KCD and dribbles it right out of bounds. Couldn't quite get control of it. Little pressure put on her by Cal, but she knocks it out of bounds, and Cal will take over in their front court.
Good job by Cal contesting that as she was trying to head up court.
Helm gives to Kate Josh. Josh looking underneath. Gives it out to the starting point guard, Katie Shaheen.
Well, we've got a pretty good battle going down there between Hendricks and Brown.
Helm with the drive. Ball goes over the basket, knocked out of bounds, and to KCD. 9-8, 1:18 to go in the first quarter. Cal with the lead.
Okay, we got the 1-2-2.
Riesinger comes up with it, drives to the bucket, no good. Rebound by Hodes. Hodes no good on the shot. Riesinger pulls it back down once again, gets out to Hendricks, a little 10-footer, no good. Riesinger high above everybody, no good. Riesinger with the ball again and taken away from him by Meg Brown. There's that strength you talked about, Steve. Fast break by Lady Centurions and knocked away from Molly Walters. Bush sneaks up behind her.
Nice quickness by Bush there.
Hendricks cross court to Garner, down to Bush. Bush fakes left, goes right, throws the ball up, but is fouled, and that's number 3 on Meg Brown.
That one hurt.
So Bush will go the line with 2 shots, but more importantly, that's the 3rd foul on Meg Brown, and that's going to bring in the freshman, it looks like, Mackenzie Campbell.
Well, I tell you, Meg's not real tall, but she's very strong and she's very physical, and you could see how active she was in that first quarter, getting the loose balls and so forth and taking away balls that it seemed like KCD had in their hands. It's going to hurt them not to have her in there.
Oh, the ball bounces about 3 times and falls, and Bush hits both her free throws to give KCD a 1-point lead, 10-9. 43 seconds to go in the first quarter. KCD perfect from the line. 6 for 6 for the evening. Josh has the ball, tries to find an opening, passes across court to Helm to Shaheen, back to Josh. 15-footer from the side, good.
Now that time she caught the ball knowing she was going to go up for the shot it in rhythm and made the shot.
Cal retakes the lead, 11-10, 22 seconds to go. Bush against Shaheen as Bush brings the ball across, gets by Shaheen, but help brought by Molly Waller to stop Bush. Nice pass into Riesinger. Riesinger misses, goes right over the basket, gets her own rebound, and knocks it out of bounds. And a break for the Centurions there.
And one of the things Cal may need to take a look at is switching somebody else on Bush. Bush is awfully quick for Shaheen there, and we'll see if an adjustment's made.
8 seconds to go in this first quarter. 1-point lead for Cal. Shaheen walks the ball across. 6 seconds. Pick set by Josh. Shaheen looking for a shot. Doesn't have it to Josh. Josh starts to drive. Puts the shot up. And no good. As the ball was knocked away. No foul call. We come to the end of the first quarter. 1-point lead for the Lady Centurions. 11-10.
Well, and not a surprise. We're seeing a competitive basketball game here, given that Cal's pretty deep into their bench starting out. And again, the thing that doesn't bode well for Cal is the fact that one of those starters, Meg Brown, is out with 3 fouls here in the first quarter.
Cal showing balance in the first quarter is 4 people in the scoring column. Molly Wilder with 2, Kate Josh with 4, Katie Shaheen with a 3-pointer, and Meg Brown with 2 on a good power move to the bucket. And KCD showing us their free throw shooting ability.
Yeah, and you can see that KCD's well coached. They're going into the post and they're forcing the action inside, and they've drawn some fouls and they've gone to the line. So a good job by KCD in this first quarter. I think they've done what they wanted to do, and certainly from the standpoint of getting Cal in some foul trouble.
Second quarter is about to get underway here at Christian Academy with 11-10 lead. Both teams, KCD with 2 team fouls in that first half. 1 on Hendricks, 1 on Riesinger. Cal with 3 team fouls in the first half, but all were on Meg Brown. KCD's ball to start the second half. Ball gets into Bush. Bush back out to Gardner. Gardner gets to Hody. Hody misses the shot. Alford in the game for KCD for the first time. Gardner has the ball. Garner to Alford. Alford 3-pointer put up by Hendricks. No good. Rebound pulled down by Katie Shaheen. Centurions are running. Pass down to Molly Wilder. Nice bounce to Kate Josh, but there to get the ball is Hody as she hustles down the court.
Just a little late on getting that over to her. It needed to be a little sooner or a little harder, but good idea.
Shaheen with the cross-court pass to Josh. Josh quickly gets it out to Helm. Helm, open 3-pointer, and hits nothing except the out-of-bounds floor. Ball goes to KCD. 7:28 to go till halftime. 11-10 lead for Christian Academy. Same score at the end of the first quarter with.
Cal's now in a half-court 1-2-2.
Campbell, Dunn, Josh, Wilder, and Shaheen in for the Lady Centurions. Bush trying to dribble through the press. Shaheen gave her a little pressure, but she just goes right through 3 Centurions. A little Pass off to Alford. Alford right over the basket. Rebound pulled down by Wilder. Fast pass outlet to Shaheen. KCD is back quickly. Wilder over to Dunn. Dunn goes right to the middle. Nice drive by Dunn. No good on the shot. Rebound pulled down by Bush. Dunn showing a little bit of her quickness getting in between three KCD players. Bush cross court pass over to Hody. Hody with a push left-hander, and underneath is Alford, who got the rebound and looked pretty wide open for that rebound, but there was a reason for that.
She gave Kate a little push in the back. Kate came in there and had good position and got pushed in the back so that I'm sorry, that's Alford
yes.
could get the rebound. And Cal's working on getting some position. Now they need to get just a little more physical and be pushing them back. They're inside now, but they're really not trying to move them back, and that's the next step they need to take.
Lindsey Dunn with a three-pointer that went out of bounds. Ball will go over to KCD. And, Steve, you're seeing a lot of young tightness, it looks like, out there. They're getting the ball, not real comfortable shooting the threes, and that'll come with experience, but a lot of little experience out there for Christian Academy right now. Ball stolen away by Shaheen. Off to Josh. Josh with the left-handed layup. Good.
Nice job by Shaheen and intercepting and knowing to look up right away for Josh. Josh released, and nice play by Cal.
First 2 points of this quarter by Cal. Ball stolen by Molly Wilder. Gets it up quickly to Shaheen. Shaheen dribbles through traffic. Tries to give it to Mackenzie Campbell. Campbell not expecting it, and ball goes back to Bush. KCD. She drives down the lane. Quick little move on Lindsey Dunn.
Oh, nice move by Bush.
Very nice move by Bush, and the score goes 13-12. Cal with a 1-point lead.
Cal's going to need to find an answer to get the ball out of her hands.
Shaheen walks the ball across court. KCD in their zone that they've been playing the entire game so far. Josh with a three-pointer from the left wing. Off the rim, no good. Lindsey Dunn with another rebound. Gets the ball out to Josh and over to Shaheen. This time down to Molly Wilder. Wilder with the little pump fake, but travels. And the ball will go over to KCD. So we got a timeout, KCD, for their first time out of the game. First time out of this half.
Okay, and we'd like to take this opportunity to let you know that we hope that tonight's game brings a smile to your face, because our sponsor this evening is Everly Orthodontics. Everly Orthodontics is located less than a mile from school here at Christian Academy, just past CVS Pharmacy on Shelbyville Road. Everly Orthodontics is known for quality care, a family-friendly atmosphere, and Louisville's complimentary Hummer school shuttle. I've seen that. Have you seen that, Mike?
I saw it right outside tonight. It's hanging out there in the parking lot tonight.
And that's driven by Cal PTO President Cynthia Viola. So Dr. Eberly and the team at Everly Orthodontics wish you a blessed night and enjoy the game.
We thank Everly Orthodontics for sponsoring tonight's game. And a barn burner it is, 13-12 for Christian Academy. A 1-point lead as we are about 5 minutes to go until halftime. And see, the Centurions you're seeing their speed on defense take advantage, except for Bush. The speed is stopping a lot of the action by KCD.
Yeah, Bush is breaking them down, breaking their defense down. So if they can get her stopped, and what we're seeing is that some of the other KCD players are not the scoring threat that Bush or Hendricks are. So you want to get it out of their hands and into the others. Now, this is an interesting matchup. You got Lindsey Dunn against Shelby Hendricks.
Hendricks with the left-handed hook underneath. No good. Gets a rebound. Rebound this time to Riesinger. Riesinger misses, and rebound comes out.
Campbell was battling in there. That's good to see.
Well, Riesinger just can't get the ball back up. She's got some long arms, getting a lot of rebounds, but can't put the ball back in. And Cal keeps fighting away underneath. Kate Josh looks over to Lindsey Dunn. Dunn with a bounce pass down to Wilder, about a 15-footer from the baseline. No good. Rebound pulled down by Alford of KCD. Gets the ball out to Garner. Garner looks for Bush and gets the ball to Bush, who's being guarded by Kate Josh.
Now you got Josh on Bush. This ought to be an interesting matchup.
Alford goes down to the ground on KCD. Bush to the
nice
middle.
Help by Molly Wilder there.
Alford double team. Ball gets off to Garner. Garner back out and stolen by Campbell. Campbell tripped up by Alford. And good hustle by freshman Mackenzie Campbell.
I tell you, she's got some court awareness out there. We've seen it, saw it in the scrimmage games a little bit, and saw it briefly in the game the other night. And actually, I've seen their JV game as well. She's going to be a good player for Cal.
Second foul on Alford for KCD. Cross-court pass to Lindsey Dunn. Lindsey Dunn tries to look inside, gets Katie Shaheen. Long three-pointer, no good. Rebound pulled down by Riesinger.
Cal needs to make some of those. They're not hitting them right now.
Gardner brings the ball up against Shaheen. Ball is knocked out of bounds, given to KCD.
Boy, Molly Wilder came over there to help on the trap and thought she'd knocked it off the KCD player there. And what you had there is it was number 23, Meredith Garner, trying to bring it up against Shaheen, and Shaheen was causing her problems.
Garner misses the three-pointer. Kate Josh trying to go coast to coast. Pass off to Molly Wilder. A little 10-footer. No good. Campbell puts it right back up. No good. Rebound by Alford. Given to Bush. Shaheen almost with the steal. Shaheen gets rid of it off to Hendricks. Hendricks brings it across court. Off to Garner on the right wing. Garner goes left. Shaheen on Bush. Bush gets a little high, arching 15-footer and banks it in. Steve, I don't think she called that one, man. I don't know if we can give that one to her, but I guess it's good.
Well, she's a scorer, and she figures out different ways to get it into the hole, and you're seeing that tonight. Molly Wilder did a nice job of coming over there to help and getting her hands up, but there's a nice move by Josh.
Gives Kate Josh her 8th point of the night. Gives Kyle the lead back 15-14.
Well, and Kate Josh is going to have a big game tonight.
Hendricks with a drive to the bucket. It's good, and she's fouled by Lindsey Dunn.
Well, Hendricks took Campbell to school there, kind of got Campbell out a little bit and drew her out and then backdoored her to the basket. And Lindsey Dunn was a little bit late coming over there to help.
Gives KCD the lead back, 16-15. 3:08 to go until halftime.
Got an 8th grader now in for Cal, Maddie Louette. I think that's how you put it.
That is Maddie Louette into the game.
So, and she came in for Campbell, so we'll see how that matchup goes.
Hendrick remains perfect from the line, 5 for 5, and gives KCD a 2-point lead, 17-15. 3:05 to go until halftime. Shaheen across the midcourt, right back out to Wilder on top of the key. Looks for Shaheen as she goes to the bucket. Oh, pass.
Good idea, just a little high.
A little high on that pass, stolen by KCD. Bush brings the ball across midcourt. To Hody it goes, no good. Stolen by Louette. Ball stolen back by KCD. Hendrick to the bucket and fouled by Lindsey Dunn. That'll be number 2 on Lindsey Dunn.
I'll tell you, Hendrick knows what to do with the basketball. She gets it in her hands. You give her a crack, and she takes it to the hole, and she takes it hard. She does a nice job out there.
2 shots for Shelby Hendricks. 5 for 5 from the line. I'm trying to put a jinx on her here, Steve. 5 for 5. And it doesn't seem to be working. Make that 6 for 6.
She's got a nice soft touch. She gets it up there nice and soft, and she'll get the shooter's roll.
Second shot up and out, and she misses one finally. And KCD goes to a 3-point lead. 18
I said that
to
15. On purpose, you know.
There you go. Kate Josh, 3-pointer, trying to tie it up. Good. Nothing but the bottom of the net. 11 points for Kate Josh tonight. She's had a bunch of key shots tonight, Steve. Every time the Centurions get down, Kate seems to hit that key shot to put them back with a tie or right in the lead.
Well, you can also see who she's playing against here defensively now, too. So
Carter goes down to Riesinger. Riesinger right back out to Hendricks. Quick pass
nice
over
ball
to Hody.
movement there.
Hody no good. Good block out by Louette. And ball comes off to Shaheen. Shaheen goes down quick. Nice little fake pass to the right. Oh, misses the layup.
That's too bad.
Riesinger with the rebound. Gives off to Bush, and Bush is going to slow it down for KCD.
Probably ended up more open there than she thought she was going to.
Garner with the ball, being guarded by Shaheen in the middle. Ball thrown away. Louette with a nice lead pass to Josh. Knocked away by Bush. Looked like it was going to get to Josh, but Bush put her hand up there at the last second to knock it away. And they gave the ball to KCD.
Yeah, Kate did get her hand on it a little bit and redirected it. So, again, you see the quickness by Bush there.
Bush bringing the ball across, guarded by Josh. Josh moving back. Oh, nice move by Bush. Thought she was going to go use a pick, then went left. Ball knocked away in the middle, though. Hendricks has it and gives it back to Garner out top. Garner guarded by Shaheen. And we are going to have a
Shaheen
foul
was
on
riding
Shaheen.
her a little bit, yeah. Something we've seen here a couple times. Louette get the ball on a nice steal, and then she tried to get the ball up. And the thing is, at the varsity level, the game's a lot quicker than what she's seen in middle school and even at the JV level, and so she'll need to adjust to that. But the more she plays here in this varsity game, the more she'll be able to adjust.
Hendricks with the ball's got to give it up to Garner. Back to Hendricks, being guarded by freshman Lindsey Dunn. Ball goes back out to Garner. 1:12 to go until halftime. 18-18, all knotted up. Hendricks trying to get position. Louette comes over to help out. Good help out, and ball stolen by Kate
Molly
Jost.
Wilder came over there and did a nice job.
Oh, that was Wilder. I thought it was Wilder. Wilder, the running 5-footer along the baseline. No good. Ball knocked out of bounds by KCD. Ball go to Christian Academy. Shaheen to take the ball out. Shaheen throws it out deep to Joss. Joss back to Shaheen in the corner. Three-pointer up. No good. Rebound pulled down by Bush, and Bush wants to run. Josh is the only one back. Bush going to the bucket hard.
Oh,
nice shot.
Move. And Kate Joss did a nice job of going with her there.
20-18. KCD 2-point lead. 37 seconds to go until halftime. Shaheen over to Molly Wilder. Wilder looks inside. Nobody passed to Shaheen with a long three-pointer. No good. Rebound pulled down by Hody. Ball knocked away, and Bush comes up with it. 22 seconds to go. Bush looks like
one of the things that Cal needs to watch is whether it's Hendricks or Bush is overplay their right hand. Oh, nice play by Shaheen. She read that nicely.
Right, she's going up, and she's pushed before she gets there. Intentional foul it's going to be.
That was a big play there.
So
they'll get 2 shots here, and then they'll also get the ball back, and not a lot of chance to shoot. They'll get a shot up here with 1.7 seconds to go.
It's a foul on Meredith Garner, her first foul. Shaheen's going to go to the line for 2 shots with a chance to tie it up with the 2 free throws.
What I was going to say there, Mike, is both Bush and Hendricks, every move you've seen them has been off their left shoulder going with their right hand. And Cal needs to start to look to overplay that, and that's exactly what Shaheen did there. She anticipated that move by Bush or Hendricks and came in and took it the other way.
Shaheen hits both free throws to tie it up. Cal will get the ball out because of the intentional foul with 1.7 seconds to go. So Coach Rice calling his 1.7 second play here. Right?
Cal doesn't realize it's their ball.
Cal ball underneath. Who's going to get the shot here, Steve?
I'd say it's probably going to be Wilder or Joss.
Everybody set. Oh, nice pass into Josh. Josh with a quick shot. Oh, no good.
Boy, that's as good as you're going to get right there.
Josh backdoored the KCD player and got in there, but just couldn't quite hit the layup.
There, before Shaheen threw it in, you could kind of see Josh kind of walking around, kind of making eye contact with Shaheen there, and that she kind of wanted to do that. And of course, in the past years, we've seen Allison Karst, the master of that, as especially in a last-second situation at the end of a quarter, sneaking in and getting that layup on the inside from that offside wing.
Well, we come to the end of the first half, and a barn burner it is in the second home game of the year for Christian Academy, a 20-20 tie between the Lady Centurions and the Lady Bearcats of KCD, and we will be back with more exciting second half action in about 8 minutes. Go enjoy yourself at halftime and come back and watch the rest of the game with us. Welcome back, everybody, to Christian Academy of Louisville English Station campus. As we are about to start the second half here, as we got a halftime score of 20-20. I'm Mike Botello, being joined by Steve Schubert here for the Christian Academy Kentucky Country Day girls basketball game. And Steve, as we look at the first half stats, we see some balanced scoring for Cal. We see two main scorers for KCD, but we see a lot of missed three-pointers for Christian Academy.
Yeah, Cal did not shoot well. I just got back from talking to Coach Rice a little bit. Paige Gardner's going to start here the second half, and she didn't see any action in the first half. She was sick, but looks like she's ready to go and going to give it a shot. But Coach Rice really wasn't too happy with the way the team played. A lot of standing around, and wants to see them a little bit more active on defense and on the boards.
Kate Josh, Katie Shaheen, Lindsey Dunn, Meg Brown, and Paige Gardner back in the game.
Nice try to save there by Paige. Lindsey Dunn kind of forced that into Meg. She was covered up in there, and Coach Rice talking to her about it.
KCD with their starting lineup in there. Bush, Garner, Hody, Riesinger, and Hendricks into the game. Bush and Hendricks, the two top scorers for KCD that half. 10 points for Bush, 8 for Hendricks, accounting for 18 of their 20 points.
We got Paige Gardner on Hendricks, that's an interesting matchup. Gardner's physical enough, got long arms, is athletic, and forced Hendricks to give up the ball there.
Bush on the drive. She is fouled. Foul's going to be on Lindsey Dunn. That's going to be her third foul of the evening. And send Bush to the line for 2 shots.
Katie Shaheen's talking to Lindsey Dunn right now. You got a senior there talking to a freshman, and you like to see that kind of leadership from your senior.
First shot is up and good. I got to correct you there, man. Katie Shaheen's a junior.
Oh, she is? Okay.
She is a junior, but you like seeing the juniors talk to the freshmen.
Well, and we get to see her for another year, too, so that's even better, showing leadership as a junior.
Bush hits her first shot. Second one is up off the back of the rim. Bounces, does not go in, and KCD goes away with a 1-point lead.
I'll tell you, Paige Gardner gives Cal another rebounding presence out there, too. She had 7 rebounds last week against South Oldham. Again, trying to force it into Meg Brown.
Meg Brown stays with it. Takes the ball away with a shot. Oh, no good. It was close, and Riesinger reaches over and gets the rebound over Lindsey Dunn. Ball knocked by Katie Shaheen, but Bush comes away with it.
Boy, nice job by Brown. She stayed with it. Out-battled 2 players there where it looked like she'd given up the ball and just couldn't quite get it back in the basket.
Bush drives in the middle again. It's up and good, and there is no answer for Bush right now.
I'll tell you, Bush is showing her ability to finish right now, and you're right. Cal does not have an answer for that. And, you look out there, and Cal really doesn't have any size to really step up and stop that.
Josh over to Dunn on the right wing. Dunn back out to Shaheen. Shaheen three-pointer up, and this one is good. And that's good to see. Shaheen ties the game up at 23-23. We had 5 ties in the first half, 6 lead changes. Both teams were up by 3 at one point. And that's kind of the storyline of the first half. Close, and no one can quite pull away. It's Bush and Hendricks for KCD.
That's interesting. We got Lindsey Dunn on Bush, and of course Dunn's got 3 fouls. Well, that was kind of a moving screen there that they got away with there. Riesinger.
Bush starts to drive, and we got a foul.
She's kind of bending over and pushing as the Cal defender is trying to go through, and let's see if the officials pick that up.
Foul on Katie Shaheen, and Molly Wilder is going to come in for Shaheen right now.
That's 2 on Shaheen.
Gardner take the ball out, lobs it into Hendricks. Quick one out to Bush, just in front of the three-point line. No good. Rebound, ball's on the ground. Everybody is diving for it, and jump ball is going to go KCD's way.
Well, again, you had Lindsey Dunn there battling on the backside for the rebound, and at least Cal's getting in position now. They're outsized in there, but they're trying to get some position.
Ball goes into Hody. Hody no good. Good block out by Cal again. And ball taken from Brown to Dunn. Almost knocked out of bounds. Good save by Dunn as she hustles after it. Gives off to Kate Josh, who brings it across court. On to Paige Gardner on the left wing. Josh quickly over to Dunn. Dunn, nice pass into Wilder. Wilder turn around, up shot is no good. bounced 3 times on the rims, no good. Brown down with the rebound, and she is tied up. But another nice rebound by Meg Brown.
One of the things that Brown does is she brings the ball up over her head, and instead of getting it in front of her and forcing it in and drawing the foul, and when she brings it up over her head, it allows the other player to get their hands on it.
Nice play there to Kate Joss on the inbound pass, similar to that play they ended the first half with. This time she grabbed it and hit it, and Cal goes up ahead by 2, 25-23. Bush with a double team put on her so she can't drive. Good help by Kate Josh. Ball over to Garner. Bush trying to drive again. Pitches out to Hody this time. Hody, 15-footer off the rim. No good. Kate Josh with the rebound and wants to run. Kate Josh to the middle. Drives with the left hand. Decides to pull it back out as KCD gets back. Molly Wilder from the left corner. Three-pointer. Good. 2 threes this half, and timeout by Doug Young and KCD.
I think that's the biggest spread we've had so far in this game. So
biggest lead been 3 points before that. But Molly Wilder puts Cal ahead 28-23, give them a 5-point lead. And it's good to see a couple threes go in to start this half, Steve.
Yes, it is. And you mentioned some of the shooting in the first half. Katie Shaheen was 1 for 5 from 3, and Kate Joss was 1 for 5. And Cal was 2 for 13 as a team. So, and the other thing is, and this is something to look at, KCD was 0 for 3 from 3 points, so they're really not a 3-point shooting team. Their forte is to take it to the basket.
Well, Steve, you look at their 20 points in the first half, 8 came from the free throw line, so they've been trying to go underneath. Drives by Bush and shots to Hendricks underneath, and they've been converting the free throws, and that's where they've been scoring a lot of their points. The buzzer has buzzed, and we're going to have play come back in action here in a few seconds. 28-23, 4:37 to go in the third quarter. 5-point lead for the Centurions. Biggest lead in the game for either team. And it's been a nip and tuck game the entire way. Hard-fought game. Some balance shown for Christian Academy. 2 main players for KCD, and Bush and Hendricks. They're leading the way with 13 points and 8 points respectively for the Lady Bearcats. Bush is going to bring the ball across court, being guarded by Lindsey Dunn. Hendricks trying to set a pick, just kind of moving with Dunn all the way. Dunn fights through the pick.
Another closer moving screen. Hendricks shifted her hip out there.
Garner with the ball out top. Goes inside, knocked away. Kate Josh comes away with it again. Kate Josh going for the bucket this time. And nice shot by Kate Josh under pressure. 15 points for Kate Josh. Gives Cal a 30-23 lead. 7-point lead as they're trying to put some distance between them and the Lady Bearcats.
This is a good game for Kate offensively to really break through. This will give her confidence.
Ball inside to Hendricks. Nice little move she puts in there, and Gardner fouls her, send Hendricks to the line for 2.
Well, that was a good job by Gardner to force her back to her left hand. Unfortunately, she fouled her as she went up for the shot.
It'll be 2 shots for Hendricks. 6 for 7 from the line so far this evening. And make that 7 for 8 from the line. Second shot by Hendricks is up, no good this time. And scores 30-24 as KCD stops the 7-point run by Cal. We'll see if Cal can start another 7-point run here. Oh, almost a great give and go, but Brown couldn't quite hold on to it. Pass goes underneath to Paige Gardner. Shots up. Oh, no good. Gardner with the rebound up. No good again. Rebound again up. No good, and gets fouled this time. Let's see, that's the first player we've had with arms that can match Riesinger so far this evening.
Well, and I tell you, Paige Gardner's making a big difference for this team here at the start of the second half. It gives them another defender inside and another rebounder. And then you saw it there on the offensive boards where she's able to get 3 shots up and finally get to the line.
Gardner's first shot is up and good. Puts Cal back up to a 7-point lead, 31-24.
We've also got a player there in Paige Gardner who's got some really good hands. And it's amazing how what a difference good hands makes. The ball's free, and if she gets her hands on it, it's going to be hers.
Bush brings the ball across court. Being guarded by Lindsey Dunn again. Over to Gardner on the left wing. Riesinger trying to get position underneath against Brown. They decide not to go there. Goes back out to Bush on the right side. Hendricks on one side down low. Riesinger on the other side. One being guarded by Brown, the other one by Gardner of Christian Academy. Ball out to Bush. Bush tries to drive, goes back to her left down the middle. Little running jumper, no good. Riesinger hands high and over and gets the rebound and goes back up for her 4th point of the game. 32-26, 6-point lead for Cal. Ball inside to Brown. Brown goes up strong, blocked by Riesinger, but we have a travel before the shot, and the ball will go over to KCD. 2:56 to go in the third quarter.
It's hard for Brown to go over a player there. She didn't really have an angle. She needs to get an angle off of a shoulder to get the ball up. That time she tried to go over and ended up traveling.
Gardner with the ball out on the right wing. Boys basketball team starting to go to the locker rooms. This game is being followed by the boys Christian Academy Cal game. Steal by Cal. Nice pass from Wilder to Kate Joss, and Josh gets 2, and timeout by Don Rice. So Kate Joss with her 6th point of the half, her 17th point of the game, gives Cal a 34-26 lead, an 8-point lead. Their second time they've been at 8 points this game, with 2:32 to go in the third quarter.
Well, again, we hope tonight's game brings a smile to your face, because our sponsor this evening is Everly Orthodontics. Everly Orthodontics is located less than a mile from Christian Academy, just past CVS Pharmacy on Shelbyville Road. Everly Orthodontics is known for quality care, a family-friendly atmosphere, and Louisville's complimentary Hummer School Shuttle driven by Cal PTO President Cynthia Viola. Dr. Everly and the team at Everly Orthodontics wish you a blessed night and enjoy the game. And I think the Cal fans are enjoying this third quarter, where Cal has jumped out by a 14-6 margin in this quarter to be leading 34-26. And KCD's bringing the ball up the floor against the Cal defense.
Bush brings the ball across court, being guarded again by Lindsey Dunn. Ball up to the side to Hody. She tries to get into Riesinger, knocked away by Brown, but Riesinger comes back up with it. Hendricks over to the other side of the court to Gardner, but she's fouled by Paige Gardner. We have Garner and Gardner going here tonight. Gardner with her 2nd foul.
You know, that really wasn't much of a foul, but the thing is, it was a reaching foul, and a referee's just not going to give you the benefit of the doubt when you're reaching for the ball.
Gardner to throw the ball and gets it into Bush, who fights Wilder for it. Goes in and charge drawn by Meg Brown. And what a great play by Meg Brown. And we got a charge on Bush.
That was a nice job by Brown to step in there.
First foul of the evening on Bush. And we've seen Bush drive into the hole most of the night. And finally Meg Brown steps in there and says, go ahead and knock me over this time. Lindsey Dunn brings the ball across court.
That gives that offensive player something to think about, too.
Wilder inside to Brown. Brown tries to go up strong. No good. Can't get it quite over Riesinger in those long arms. She gets it out to Bush. Bush being double-teamed by Josh and Dunn's got to get rid of it to Hendricks out top. Way down to Garner. A three-pointer from the corner. She throws it up there. No good. Riesinger puts those long arms over to get a rebound. Fighting Brown for it. Looks like a double dribble.
Yep.
And it is a double dribble. And the ball will go over to Christian Academy.
Well, and again, Meg Brown staying with the play over there, made her battle all the way out there, and she was still pressuring her and really forced that double dribble. Nice job by Meg.
Meg Brown's been impressive on her hustle this evening and staying with every play. She just doesn't give up on the play. Ball goes into Meg Brown, right back out to Wilder. Wilder can't quite hold on to it. Out to Dunn and over to Paige Gardner. Gardner being guarded closely by Alford. Can't get a shot off. Kate Josh almost with a shot off, but Bush is right there. Josh goes right around her, throws the ball up, no good. Gets her own rebound and brings it back out. Ball inside to Brown. Brown right out the Gardner 15-foot line off her foot. Recovered by Meg Brown and back out to Gardner. Gardner now drives the lane, gets by a couple KCD players, loses control. Ball on the ground. Hendricks has it, maneuvers around and finally gets rid of it to Gardner.
Boy, I would like to see Molly stay with her right there and try and pressure a turnover.
34-26. Christian Academy with a 8-point lead. 56 seconds to go in the third quarter. Bush over to Gardner across court onto the left wing. Gardner kind of wants the three, but decides better of it. Gives it back to Bush. Bush back to Gardner. Now she throws the three up. No good off the back of the rim. Long rebound pulled down by freshman Lindsey Dunn.
Cal's doing a good job on the boards also this quarter.
Kate Josh, wide open three. No good. Long rebound pulled down by Riesinger.
Nice job by Riesinger there. That was a long rebound, and her long arms got back and got that ball. Nice job by cutting Bush off there by Dunn.
Ball in the middle to Hendricks, being guarded by Gardner. Nice little fake move to the left, goes back to the right, no good. Meg Brown knocks it around. Riesinger straight to the bucket, no good. Ball pulled down by Molly Wilder, and gives it off to Lindsey Dunn. 8 seconds to go. Thrown down to Josh. Josh drives to the hole and fouled by Riesinger. Nice drive by Kate Joss. That'll be the third foul on Ellen Riesinger. A sophomore. Riesinger's only a sophomore, Steve. We're going to see her for a couple more years.
Yeah.
Josh goes to the line with 2 shots with 2.6 seconds to go. Her first one is up and good.
And what you don't want to do here is give up the easy one.
35-26. Paige Gardner and Meg Brown go back. Meg Brown, a good quarter, not drawing any fouls too, Steve. No good on the second shot. Rebound pulled down by Green, and that is the quarter. And Christian Academy, after being tied 20-20 at half, jumps to a 9-point lead here through the third quarter, 35-26 at the completion of 3.
Well, and Coach Rice got to be a little bit relieved that, Cal was able to come out and stretch a lead out here. And again, Paige Gardner made a big difference both defensively and on the boards for Cal there. You can tell that she's probably physically not 100%, but, she's part of the starting team, and they kind of know what to expect from her when she's out there, and she knows what to do, having experienced varsity basketball here as a sophomore last year.
Well, Cal starts district play tonight with this game against KCD, Steve, and it continues into Friday night, a game against Eastern at 7:30 at Eastern for the second leg of district play.
Yeah, and it's hard to say, what Eastern is going to have. They lost to Manual by 50 points in their first game, but Manual is so strong this year that it's hard to gauge how good this Eastern team's going to be, and then come back and beat Seneca by 19. So, Cal's going to have to play better than they are tonight if they're going to go over to Eastern and win that game. But then hopefully Cal will have China back on the court then too.
Steve, we talked last time about the schedule. The Lady Centurions have this year a pretty tough schedule. If you look at all the teams they play, they're already at a 19-6 clip this year. If you look at the opponents on the schedule, so as we thought in the beginning, it's going to be they're going to be hard tested this year.
Well, they got 5 or 6, top 25 teams, but then they're definitely going to meet even more of those teams in the tournaments they're going to play. So I wouldn't be surprised that half the teams they play this year are ranked in the top 25.
The fourth quarter is underway. Pass goes down to Bush. KCD ball to start this fourth quarter. 35-26 lead for Christian Academy. Bush has the ball, 5-footer from the baseline up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Paige Gardner. She goes high above everybody to get that rebound. Gives it off to Shaheen. Shaheen pushes the ball across court.
Cal came out in a little bit of a zone that time, making things look a little bit different for KCD.
Nice pass from Wilder into Brown. Brown, nice move to the hoop to get her fourth point of the evening.
Well, that was Alford that was trying to guard her. I don't know that she can handle Meg's quickness in there.
Bush with a shot just inside three-point land, way off. Rebound pulled down by Hody. Ball out to Hendricks, and Hendricks hits it to Hendricks' first basket of this half. Fourth point of this half, but first basket. Cuts the Cal lead to 9, excuse me. Shaheen brings the ball across court again. Lindsey Dunn has it on the right wing. Over to Shaheen. Wilder cuts through. Shaheen behind him back, gives to Dunn. Dunn, nice move along the baseline. Blocked by Hendricks, and we have a jump ball. Be going Christian Academy way.
I'm not so sure she didn't get hacked there going up, but no call, and she stayed with it and got the jump ball. Nice job.
Nice quick move by Lindsey Dunn to the baseline. Ball thrown in. Paige Gardner has it out top. Cross court it goes. Molly Water, a little 10-footer, no good. Meg Brown fights for the rebound again, takes it away from 2 KCD players, and puts it back in for a goal. 39-28, back to an 11-point lead for Christian Academy.
Meg Brown's come back and done a nice job here at the start of the fourth quarter.
Hody along the baseline, taken away, and jump ball. Thought it was taken away by Shaheen, but the ref said jump ball will be KCD's way. 6:06 to go in the fourth quarter. Riesinger back in the game quickly for Alford. Just a quick breather for Riesinger.
Nice trap there by Gardner and Shaheen there.
KCD has the ball and gets it to Bush. Hendricks, three-pointer from the corner, nothing but air. Rebound by Hody, no good. Bush puts it back up, no good. Riesinger being fought by down for the ball. Riesinger comes away with it, no good, and Brown has it this time. Ball knocked away by Bush. Bush goes right around Brown, up for two. Good play by
Brown's too big
Bush.
a hurry to get rid of the ball there. She had another Cal player over on the other side.
39-30, Christian Academy, 5:40 to go in the game. Lindsey Dunn has the ball in the left wing just outside the three-point line. Off to Gardner and over to Shaheen.
Meg Brown's working hard inside there for inside position.
Wilder with the three off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Hody, gets rid of it quickly to Hendricks and then back to Bush. Hendricks has it in three-point land. Pump fakes, goes to the elbow of the lane, and nice steal by Molly Wilder on the pass. She goes to the bucket. Nice little spin move to the bucket, and good. Nice move by Molly Wilder.
She made that look easy.
Her 7th point of the evening. Puts the lead back up to 11 in the double digits for Cal. Bush with the ball in the left wing. Gives off to Hendricks. Three-pointer from the corner. No good. Rebound pulled down by Shaheen. Shaheen moving the ball. Nice pass to Molly Wilder. Wilder with a nice layup.
That was quite a pass there by Shaheen. She knew the speed that Molly Wilder had. She was going down and paralleling Hendricks there. And then as soon as Shaheen passed the ball, Wilder burst past her, and you also saw the body control that Wilder has to get that basketball and take it up for the nice soft layup.
Now 4 points for Wilder in this quarter. It gives her 9 points for the game. A three-pointer start this half, and then two great 2-point, nice little spin move, and then a nice speed move there to get there for that basket. Other 4 points by Meg Brown in this half. And most impressive, not the most impressive thing, Meg Brown had 3 quick fouls in that first half, has been foul-free in the second half.
Well, and I tell you something you're seeing right now is you're seeing some other players step up for Cal, which is what you want to see in a situation like this. Okay, Cal's down 2 or 3 players, so other players get a chance to come in, and when they come in and they step up like we're seeing some of the players do here in the second half, this is an important game for Cal to see them have that happen, because this will help them down the road.
And they're going to need them with the schedule that we talked about. Yeah. It's going to be a tough year, and especially don't quite have the size we've had the last few years, and we're going to need some help from Meg Brown to help Paige Gardner out and shine it down out underneath. As we saw a lack of rebounding in last game was one of the weak areas for Cal, and they've blocked out a lot better in this game than they did the other night. KCD brings the ball in. Garner to Bush and back to Garner. Back to Bush in the corner to Hendricks. Hendricks another 3 from the corner. No good again. Hits the front of the rim, bounces over the basket.
Let's see what's happening here is Cal's zone is forcing KCD to. There's great position by Paige Gardner. At the inside position, and there's no way Riesinger is going to be able to go over her back to get the basketball. But something we're seeing. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
4th foul on Riesinger. Go ahead.
We're seeing Cal play a zone now, and it's forcing KCD to go outside and shoot the 3-point shot. We've seen Hendricks take about 3 shots, and she hasn't made one yet. So we're also seeing Cal be able to get some tips off of that zone. So it's not something that they're just laying back in either.
Shaheen with the 3, and it's good. Her 3rd 3-pointer of the night. With the lead 46-30, a 16-point lead for Christian Academy. Hendricks cross court to Bush. Bush drives to the bucket. Oh, we got a foul on Paige Gardner. It's going to be Gardner's 3rd.
Gardner just was not. I tell you get a situation like that against a player as quick as Bush, and Gardner was just standing up too much. You've really got to be low and be ready to go with them, and unfortunately she wasn't quite ready. But she's done a nice job this half.
Molly Wilder back in the game for Paige Gardner.
Paige may be done tonight, and that's probably just as well.
Hendricks over to Gardner. Gardner the shot, no good. Nice rebound, knocked out by Molly Wilder, picked up by Katie Shaheen.
Well, you see Molly Wilder's got long arms too, and she's getting some rebounds.
3-pointer by Josh is good, and Kate Josh is one of those people coming alive tonight, Steve.
Yeah, this is a great offensive game for her tonight.
Did they give her a 2 or 3 on that? Looks like they just gave her a 2 on that one.
Okay, I thought it was a 3.
I did too, but I see 48 in the scoreboard, and I have 49 on my book. Fouls on Molly Wilder. Her first of the game is going to put Bush at the line. It's going to be 2 shots for Bush, and I still see a 48 up there, so it must just have been a 2-pointer. Must have had a foot on the line. Bush's first shot is good.
And the other thing to take a look at here is KCD's only scored 11 points here in the second half. And so, Cal stepped up with their defense. And their defense has caused some points going the other way as well.
Second shot by Bush is good.
Coach Young has got a 30-second timeout, and we want to remind you that this game is sponsored by Eberly Orthodontics. We're hoping you're smiling tonight, and because that's what Eberly Orthodontics is all about. They're located less than a mile from right where we're at right now, Mike, just past CVS Pharmacy on Shelbyville Road. They're known for quality care, a friendly atmosphere, friendly family atmosphere, and they're also known for the complimentary Hummer school shuttle that is driven by Cal PTO President Cynthia Viola. Dr. Eberly and the team at Eberly Orthodontics wish you a blessed night, and hope you're enjoying this game that we're bringing to you from ihigh.com.
This game, the first of a doubleheader, is following us is the boys' game. Christian Academy versus the KCD boys. And then Friday night, we got another doubleheader. The boys take on I'm not sure if Eastern's number 1 or number 2. They in J-Town, they said they're 1 and 1A. But the boys take on Eastern at 6 o'clock, followed by the girls' game at 7:30.
KCD's coming out with a press here, a 2-2-1. And here's Cal. They forced it into the middle instead of reversing the basketball and then looking to the middle. That was a tough play for Kate Joss, and Molly Wilder really needed to look to reverse the ball and then look for that middle.
3:10 left in the game, 16-point lead for Christian Academy. Ball down to the baseline to Hody, back out to Hendricks, knocked away by Dunn, but Hendricks comes away with it, shots up and good.
Nice job by Hendricks. And that's what you want to do when you come out with a press, cause a turnover, and it worked for KCD.
Shaheen across midcourt, gets the ball to Josh. Josh throws back to Shaheen. Shaheen settles everybody down. Molly Wilder, 10-footer on the baseline, no good. Rebound pulled down by Bush.
They had Dunn working to get inside position on that backside, but wasn't quite able to beat Bush to the spot.
Bush with a nice drive down the court, and we got a foul on Katie Shaheen. That's going to be her third foul. It's going to send Bush to the line for another 2. Bush 5 for 6 from the line tonight. That's
got an interesting shot. She ends up with it in just one hand and then kind of pushes it up there. Has a good release.
First shot is up and no good. Bounces the ball about 10 times. Twirls it in her hands. Shot is up.
She's short-armed that one, too.
Rebound pulled down by Molly Wilder. Wilder gets it out to Shaheen, and Shaheen crosses midcourt. Shaheen, Josh, Dunn, Brown, and Wilder in the game for Christian Academy. Josh with the ball in the left wing, looking inside. Can't get it anywhere out to Dunn.
Cal doesn't have to force anything here.
Josh with the ball out top, throws it over to Dunn on the left wing. Dunn looking inside. Brown and Hendricks going at it underneath. Drive by Josh. Shots put up by Josh. No good. Rebound pulled down by Bush. Bush pushes the ball. Tries to drive to the bucket like she has been all game. Ball is, nice travel. Shaheen went for the ball, and Bush couldn't quite get her feet right. Have a travel, and the ball will go over to Christian Academy.
I tell you, Shaheen's a heady ball player. She looks for things. She knows what she can do and what she can't do, and tries to take advantage of it.
48-34, 1:48 to go. Christian Academy with a 14-point lead against KCD. Nice break of the press. Ball comes down to Lindsey Dunn, but stripped by Bush. Bush drives all the way to the bucket. Shot is up, no good this time. And there with the rebound is Meg Brown. And going for the ball is Hendricks. Hendricks fouls Brown. Be the second foul on Shelby Hendricks. 15th foul on KCD.
Well, and Hendricks at this point has to go for everything. There's nothing to hold back on. So
Katie Shaheen back in the game for Lindsey Dunn. And Lindsey Dunn, not a whole lot in the scoring column this evening, Steve, but a lot of, in fact, nothing in the scoring column, but a lot of minutes and a well-played game for the freshman.
Yeah, she played, a solid game, kind of a solid floor game for Cal. Did a lot of things that don't show up in the score box.
Hendricks with the steal, drives to the bucket. Shot is up, no good.
Oh.
Nice try. Hendricks trying to jump back in right before the ball gets there, but the ref saw her out of bounds, and nice little try, though, there.
Yeah.
Nice little hop step.
Good hustle.
Try to get back in. 1:18 left.
This press has given Cal a little bit of problems.
In the middle it goes to Brown. Brown, nice pass up to Molly Wilder. Wilder straight to the bucket for two. 9th point of the half, 11th point of the game for Molly Wilder. Gets Cal to the 50-point mark, 50-34. 59 seconds to go. After a 20-20 halftime tie, Christian Academy has come out and asserted themselves in this second half. Hendricks to the bucket.
That's a walk.
Pass off to Garner. Garner, no good. Hendricks and Bush, the only two players to score for.
Joss was breaking that out long there, but Shaheen held it up. We're under a minute to go, a 16-point lead. Going to just kind of milk the clock a little bit.
Garner comes out to get Shaheen. Shaheen passes over to Abby Woosley. Woosley, Shaheen, Josh, Brown, and Wilder in the game for Cal. Josh just dribbling time away. 21 seconds to go. Bush out over to Woosley.
Nice
Woosley
ball
back.
fake there by Woosley.
And this one's going to belong to the Lady Centurions. And Steve, a tough first half for this young team, but an impressive game to stay at it. And as we said, China down. Emily Walden not part of the game tonight. Centurions turn with a great 50-34 victory over KCD Lady Bearcats.
Well, a good second half for Cal. Basically outscored KCD 30-14 in the second half. And this KCD team came out and competed well. In fact, you had to think, how's this game going to turn out? Is Coach Rice going to bring China in? But I'll tell you, a big difference maker, a couple of difference makers. One was Paige Gardner coming in and giving Cal a presence on both on defense and also on the boards, and then also some of the other players stepping up and starting to shoot the ball. Molly Wilder at 9 points at half. Katie Shaheen hit a couple of shots, and Meg Brown had a spell in there where she was dominating, taking the ball inside. So a lot of good things to build on here for this Cal team.
I think the other impressive thing, Steve, is we didn't realize, but KCD held to 14 points in that second half.
Yeah.
20 points, a good defensive effort, but 14 points second, only 5 baskets, the rest on free throws for KCD. But Coach Doug Young with a good KCD team this year.
Yeah, nice job by Coach Young there. He had them ready to play. And even at the end there, that the press that he put on there caused Cal some problems. And so we wish Coach Young best of luck this year. And, who knows, we may be seeing him later on in the district tournament. Could see him in the Class A, too, for that matter.
That's true, in the Class A this year.
All right. Scoring summary for Christian Academy. Molly Wilder had 11 points. Kate Joss with a big night at 21. Paige Gardner had 2. Katie Shaheen had 11 points. And Meg Brown had 6. And I don't know that I've got the scoring for KCD, but Bush was certainly a big scorer. Looks like she had 17 points. Shelby Hendricks with 13 points. Cal did a nice job on really both of them in the second half. And Ellen Riesinger had 4 points.
So KCD has anything. It's not a lot of depth there, and that kind of started to show in the second half too. And we said Cal minus China Dow, minus Emily Walden, and only Paige Gardner for a half, and not at full speed the way that was.
Right. So I would say that Coach Rice had to probably was disappointed in the first half in their performance, but had to be pleased with some of the things he saw in the second half.
Well, again, we have the final of this game. Another victory for Christian Academy Louisville Lady Centurions as they go to 2-0 with a. Oh, they took the score off. They took the scoreboard off. 50-30. There it is. They took it off the scoreboard, getting ready for the boys' game. A 50-34, 16-point victory for the Lady Centurions as they go to 2-0. Kentucky Country Day with their first loss go to 2-1. But even more important, it puts Cal 1-0 in the district play. KCD 0-1 in district play.
Well, and Mike, as we always like to do to close our broadcasts, I'd like to cite scripture from Philippians chapter 3, verses 13 and 14, and that's where the Apostle Paul talks about forgetting what is behind and straining towards what is ahead. I press on towards the goal for which Christ is calling me heavenward, and we know that this Cal girls team will put this game behind them and continue to push forward, both in terms of basketball and their witness to others.
Next game is against Eastern on Friday night at 7:30. If you can't join Coach Rice and his Lady Centurions at the game at Eastern, you can join us right here on iHigh.com. And we thank you for listening tonight. Good night, everybody. This is Mike Botello for Steve Schubert and statistician Kerry Rice. Almost got his name wrong. Kerry Rice. Good night, everybody.